Hello, talking of Saturday's edition of QPVN English News Bulletin. You're with Melinchi and here come the headlines. Vietnam and China cultivate a time-honored relationship. August Revolution in 1945 and Ho Chi Minh's diplomatic culture. Hanam supports craft village development. As invitation of General Secretary of the Communist Party of China's Central Committee and President of China Xi Jinping and his spouse, General Secretary of the Communist Party of Vietnam Central Committee and State President Tô Lâm and his spouse will pay a state visit to China from August 18 to the 20th. The visit demonstrates the high respect of the party and state of Vietnam to the friendly neighborliness and comprehensive strategic cooperative partnership between Vietnam and China. After the state visit to Vietnam by General Secretary and President of China Xi Jinping in 2023, the political relations and exchanges between the senior leaders of the two parties and countries have been maintained. The common perceptions of the leaders of the two parties and countries have been implemented with good results. The visit to China by General Secretary and President Tô Lâm is a particularly critical external relations activities between Vietnam and China this year. During the visit, General Secretary and President of China Xi Jinping will hold talks with General Secretary and President Tô Lâm, while Premier of the State Council Li Yuan, Chairman of the Standing Committee of the National People's Congress of China Jiao Leji, and Chairman of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference National Committee Wang Hening will meet with General Secretary and President Tô Lâm. General Secretary and President Tô Lâm will visit a number of places in China, while President Ho Chi Minh once participated in revolutionary activities and met with accelerators of Vietnam and China. On the morning of August 16 in Hanoi, standing member of the Party Central Committee Secretariat Lương Cân hosted a delegation from the Portuguese Communist Party led by General Secretary Paulo Romualdo. Welcoming the delegation to visit Vietnam, permanent member of the Secretariat Lương Cân affirmed that the visit will help further tighten the traditional solidarity between the two parties and the multifaceted friendship and cooperation between the two states and peoples of Vietnam and Portugal towards the 50th anniversary of their diplomatic ties in 2025. For his part, Mr. Raimundo expressed his admiration for the important economic development and social progress achievements that Vietnam has recorded since the renewal process until now under the leadership of the Communist Party of Vietnam. The results and lessons of Vietnam from implementing the renewal process and building socialism are valuable experiences with high reference value for the Portuguese Communist Party in the struggle for democracy, progress and socialism in Portugal. He stressed his wish to continue making contributions to the soft friendship and cooperation between the two parties, countries and peoples, and together with the Communist Party of Vietnam to consolidate the international communist and workers' movement. On August 16, the Embassy of the Republic of India in Hanoi organized a program to celebrate the 70th Independence Day of the Republic of India, August 15, 1947-2024. Attending the program were Ambassador of India to Vietnam Sandip Arya, Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs Đỗ Hùng Việt, and Senior Lieutenant General Huỳnh Chiến Thắng, Deputy Chief of the General Staff of the Vietnam People's Army. Ambassador Sandip Arya emphasized India and Vietnam are connected not only by history but also by common values of peace, cooperation and mutual respect. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính recent visit to India has deepened the partnership between the two countries with a joint statement on strengthening the Vietnam-India comprehensive strategic partnership towards higher political strategic trust, deeper defense security cooperation, more substantive and effective economic trade investment cooperation, broader cooperation in science technology, closer cultural tourism, and people-to-people exchanges. In a warm and friendly atmosphere, Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs Đỗ Hùng Việt sent his congratulations to the Indian people on the occasion of the country's birthday event. Over the past 78 years, the Indian people have achieved great achievements in many aspects in the course of national construction and development. Since the establishment of diplomatic relations in 1972, and especially since the upgrade to comprehensive strategic partnership in 2016, the relationship between Vietnam and India has has achieved many great achievements, while strategic trust has been constantly strengthened. He believes that meaningful activities between Vietnam and India will continue to be promoted, contributing to promoting the partnership between the two countries. After 3 days of competition on August 16, the 2024 shooting competition for home military and military and self-defense force wrapped up. Attending the closing ceremony was Senior Lieutenant General Nguyễn Văn Nghĩa, Double Chief of the General Staff of the Vietnam People's Army. This year's competition saw the participation of 621 male and female athletes from 28 agencies, units, and schools. The delegations are divided into the categories of military regions, Army Corps, military schools, and military self-defense force. Athletes competed in shooting exercises with K-54 pistol and AK rifle for individuals and groups. This year, athletes at the age from 18 to 29 are eligible for the competition. The organizing committee awarded 531 sets of medals to groups and individuals. General Nghĩa requested military agencies, units, and schools to draw experiences from the competition, then research and launch some new and advanced shooting exercises for training in 2024. He urged those agencies and units to come up with solutions to improve the quality of weapons exploitation and shooting skills in the coming term. Through the event, the shooters with excellent achievements will be selected and trained to become professional shooters for the military. Ho Chi Minh diplomatic culture during the August Revolution was characterized by the principle that is firm in principles, flexible in strategy and tactics. It means that taking the immutable to deal with the unchangeable. The immutable is the core national interest, that is independence, sovereignty, unity, and territorial integrity. And the immutable means strategy and tactics. After the August Revolution, the young Vietnamese state confronted both Chiang Kai-shek's army and the French army that was set to invade Vietnam. President Ho Chi Minh wisely mapped out a policy of peace with the two enemies. At the same time, clearly defined the red line in the relations with these two forces, that is national independence and sovereignty. To clarify this issue, QPVN reporter had an interview with Colonel Associate Professor Dr. Nguyễn Văn Sáu, Deputy Director of the Institute of Military History.
Thank you, Colonel Associated Professor Dr. Nguyễn Văn Sáu, for your time on QPVN channel. President Ho Chi Minh once said that strength is the gong and diplomacy is the sound. He proposed the diplomatic line that is firm in principle, flexible in strategy and tactics. How important this policy line was to the victory of the August Revolution in 1945. When the World War II entered a decisive phase in September 1940, the Japanese fascists attacked Indochina to monopolize this strategic area. The engagement of Japanese fascists has posed new task requirements for the Vietnamese Revolution. From then on, Vietnamese people stood up to fight against not only French colonialists and feudal henchmen, but also Japanese fascists, the main object of Vietnamese Revolution. The fact is that since the fall of 1940, the Vietnamese Revolution was part of the anti-fascist allies. Facing that situation, the requirement for the Vietnamese Revolution was to thoroughly exploit the conflict among Japan, France, and its feudal henchmen. Based on the strategic judgment that two ferocious beasts cannot eat the same fatty prey like Indochina, after the Japanese coup d'etat against France on March 9, 1945, on March 12, 1945, the Party Central Committee of the Indochinese Communist Party issued a directive: Japan and France shoot each other and outact, launching a nationwide anti-Japanese movement to save the country. A notable move that demonstrates Vietnam's party's wise and sensitive leadership in leading and directing the revolution at the decisive moment of the country's destiny was that when deciding on a general uprising, the Vietnamese party was deeply aware of the importance of victory before the Allies moved in to disarm the Japanese fascists. If the Allies entered Vietnam when the revolution had not succeeded and the people did not have full power of the country, the situation would have been complicated. Based on accurate analysis of the revolutionary situation and determination of the goals and time frames to complete the task, the Vietnamese party made careful preparation in terms of political ideology, organization, and forces. As a result, when the once-in-a-generation opportunity came when the Japanese army surrendered to the Allies on August 13, 1945, and Vietnamese people were in readiness, under the leadership of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of Vietnam, led by President Ho Chi Minh, the entire people together rose up, using our strength to liberate ourselves. In just a period of 15 days, from August 14th to 28th, 1945, the August Revolution won overwhelming victory in the country, and the Democratic Republic of Vietnam was officially born with the Declaration of Independence on September 2nd, 1945. The Vietnamese people truly became the owners of an independent and free country, those who welcomed the Allied troops to disarm the Japanese troops. In short, the unique feature of the August Revolution in 1945 from diplomatic triangle was the spirit of self-reliance and not rely on others' help. The Vietnamese Party and people, led by President Ho Chi Minh, had actively and proactively built a strong position and potential, and persistently and sensitively discovered revolutionary opportunities, and when the revolutionary opportunity appeared, acted resolutely to seize the power in the fastest time with the least losses.
Coming up next, knowledge of green export regulations to yield needed. Hà Nam supports crop village development. It is extremely necessary to grasp and understand that the new regulations that yield markets such as carbon border adjustment mechanism and regulation on deforestation and forest degradation. Therefore, business should develop proper plans, measures, and roadmaps to adjust their export production activities, maintain and develop export markets. These are the opinions of experts at the workshop Improving Green Export Development Capacity, organized by the Ministry of Industry and Trade on August 16th.
Europe is an important import market for deforestation-related products, including 50% of the world's coffee and 60% of cocoa. The EU's regulation on deforestation and forest degradation was issued in June 2023 and is expected to be implemented for December 2024. That is a time for Vietnamese businesses to learn and prepare carefully for this regulation. The proposed regulation targets commodities that have a high impact on deforestation and some products derived from them, such as coffee, cocoa, soybeans, palm oil, castor wood, and wood products. In details, operating companies are obliged to conduct due diligence to ensure that only products not produced on deforested land are allowed into the EU market, and the goods were not produced on any land that were deforested or degraded after December 31st, 2020.
Hà Nam is a province with many small-scale crop villages which contribute significantly to the transformation of the economic structure and rural labor. To develop traditional crops, many production households are courageously changing their minds to start business. Yet, due to their micro and small scale, local production facilities have faced numerous challenges and require support from all sectors.
Phạm Chí Cường family drum-making facilities in Doi Tam village, Tiên Sơn commune, offers steady jobs to 5 workers. In recent years, the facility has thrived in strong support from local authorities and the Craft Village Association. However, Cường hopes the locality will create a dedicated production area to keep craft facilities separate from residential areas. I desire moving to a separate production place so that production facilities can be linked together and better developed. The traditional craft village of Doi Tam Drums in Duy Tiên town has long been well known throughout the country. To maintain and develop the craft in the face of consumer market challenges, manufacturing facilities have added new machinery and technology to the manufacturing process, as well as diversifying products based on market demand, such as wine barrels, wooden bathtubs, steam bath, and food bath. The locality has proposed that the Tiên Sơn People's Committee sets up a designated area for craft village production. This would help prevent pollution, reduce noise, and ensure a quiet environment for residents. Hanam Province currently have 58 active craft villages, providing employment for more than 18,000 workers. To advance production and business, these villages have focused on improving designs, enhancing product quality, and developing new products to meet market demands. Additionally, they have been gradually standardizing skills and upgrading the quality of their workforce through training. To help craft villages thrive, Hanam Province will focus on investing in those with the most potential, encourage them to expand, adopt new technologies for better productivity and quality, and work on widening their market reach.
It is the end of the English News Bulletin today. You can watch a news again at QPVN.vn. For now, goodbye and see you next time.